Hey guys, so before I get to the seriousness of this week's topic, I'm going to tell you something. This right here on my eye was once a butterfly. It was a temporary tattoo, and I don't want to put like rubbing alcohol on it, so I'm just gonna leave it be and try to get it off, and yeah. But okay, now I'm gonna be serious. Alright, this week's topic is Suicide Week, and I know people who have either attempted or completed suicide, which is not good at all. And I have been in a suicide prevention class, and it went on for about 2 days. And the teacher asked us to raise our hands if we knew somebody who had either committed suicide or attempted suicide, and just about every person in that class raised their hand. So suicide is a pretty common thing, unfortunately, and there are ways that we can help the people. So I had this paper handed out, and this is how you can be a helpful person when someone is going through suicidal thoughts, when they're depressed, when they have hard times. And so it's definitely something I'm going to say. But this is kind of an interesting week that we had chosen for Suicide Week, because we didn't know Robin Williams was going to commit suicide this week, and we had already had our theme picked out. But it's really sad that he did that, and I'm sure if someone had seen the signs, they could have helped him. But I'm going to teach you what you can do to be a helpful person. So here are some qualities of helpful people. And helpful people notice signs, and some signs of suicide are feelings: hopeless, helpless, very sad, agitated, or anxious. That's how you can know that somebody's not feeling too upbeat, let's just say. Actions and events leading up to suicide is drug or alcohol use, talk of death, a major fight or argument, isolation from usual friends and or activities, and aggression. And so this is all stuff that happens before. Changes. There are changes that happen because probably when the person was, before they went through this whole suicide thing, they were not the same person that they are now that they're going through it. So they definitely have some changes in their personality, in their behaviors, in their sleeping and eating patterns, in their interests and hobbies, appearance, sudden improvement in mood after being down or withdrawn. So those are some changes that you can be on the lookout for. Okay. And then there are threats, like threatening to commit suicide or self-harm. And yeah. And then there are situations that can lead someone, especially if they're already depressed, to take action and do this. So like recent loss, like of a parent, I've been through that, and I had so much overwhelming grief and stuff because my mom had passed away that I instantly was thinking about suicide. But I'm very happy that I didn't, because I would not be the same person, I would not be here, and I'm very happy now, a very happy person. I have my times, but yeah, break up, or they maybe are upset over a breakup, and getting into trouble, which is something that happens, I guess, when they're going going to, or something that can cause them to want to. Like if you get your phone taken away for a year because you do something bad, so you get in trouble, it's gonna definitely cause you to be a little more isolated and left alone with your own thoughts, which can get scary. So when you see these signs, you're gonna want to help someone because they definitely need help if they're gonna do that, and you don't want them to hurt themselves or, yeah. Sorry, this is a really long video, but it's a very serious topic, so. What you can do when this is going on. You can listen without judging, so don't judge the person, just listen. And don't even give advice unless they ask for it, because sometimes that can hurt people's feelings. Take all talk of suicide seriously. So if someone's like, I'm gonna kill myself, take it seriously. Even if they're joking around, you have to, because there's probably something deep down in them that's trying to tell you, I actually want to. And stay calm with your friend. Don't get like hyped up over it. Don't like make a huge deal about it, because then they'll be like, well, this is why I didn't want to tell anyone. So just be very laid back and just listen. Ask them. Like, ask if you see signs and they're not coming to you, come to them, or go tell a parent or something, because it's very, and so ask them directly about it. Be like, are you thinking about suicide? Are you wishing you were dead? Are you planning how you will kill yourself? Those are all things you can ask them in order to know. And get help, because if they are telling you about this, you need to tell someone, because you don't want them to get hurt. So take action sooner than later. Have your friend identify a trusted adult and offer to go with him or her to talk to that adult. Offer help/hope in any way you can. Know your limits. Like, don't pressure them to do anything they don't want to. Ask a trusted adult for help, even if your friend resists, and call a crisis line. Yeah, so if they resist, like, wanting to talk to someone, you have to tell someone, because you have an angry friend and they're alive, or you have a happy, not really happy, or you have a dead friend. That sounds really straightforward, but that is it. And there are things you can avoid when they're suicidal, because you don't really want them to, you don't want to make it worse. So don't argue with them. Just don't. Don't offer simple solutions. Like, don't be like, oh, well, just take your mind off things. Just get them help. Don't promise secrecy. Keeping a potential suicide a secret is a form of assuming responsibility. So don't keep it a secret. You have to tell an adult. Don't treat the situation lightly, even if your friend begins to joke about it. That's what I said before. Don't, if they're joking, deep down inside, they're hurting. Don't treat, I already said that. Don't challenge your friend or suggest drugs or alcohol as a solution. That's just going to make it worse, because those things just ruin your life. If you do drugs or alcohol and their parents find out, they're definitely not going to be help when they're, like, suicidal. So I definitely would not recommend that. And do not leave your friend alone unless you sense personal danger. So if they're threatening you, leave. But you can't leave them alone, because they can hurt themselves, especially when they're alone. Do not try to be the only person to rescue your friend. Get help. Do not forcefully remove a gun from anyone. If you do that, they might shoot you or themselves. Just calmly go through that. definitely get an adult by then. Yeah. And call for help if they really don't want. Hold on. If they really don't want an adult around or go to a counselor, you have to call the suicide hotline. Yeah. So that's it, and I'm just gonna leave you guys to that. And so, watch the other girls' videos. Sorry, that was my neighbor talking. Watch the other girls' videos. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, but don't leave hate or anything, because haters suck. What?
Are you going to? I gotta drop Alex off at practice right now.
Yeah, I'll go. Alright, well that's it. Love you guys. Bye.